And finally, this lunchtime, this year's shortlist for the BAFTA Film Awards were announced earlier today. And there was one film with a particularly appropriate name that stood out among all the others.
The Favourite, The Favourite.
The Favourite.
For The Favourite, The Favourite.
In all, the Queen Anne biopic The Favourite gained 12 nominations, including Best Actress for Olivia Colman. It tells the story of the monarch's complex relationships.
None for the Queen.
What?
Well, you cannot have hot chocolate. Your stomach. The sugar inflames it.
Abigail, hand me that cup.
Do not.
I'm sorry, I do not know what to do.
Oh, fine. Give it to her. And then you can get a bucket and a mop for the aftermath.
Meanwhile, Bohemian Rhapsody and a film about the comedians Laurel and Hardy called Stan and Ollie also put in a strong showing. Here to unpick the nominations with me is film critic Jo Berry. Great to see you, Jo. Thank you very much. What is the magic about The Favourite?
It's funny and it's a story we don't really know. I think Queen Anne is a queen we've kind of forgotten about. So it's very accessible and it's kind of rude. I think it just has everything, really.
It also addresses the issue that even amateur historians like me were not particularly well versed with, and that is the suggestions that she was a gay woman.
Suggestions,
yeah.
Yes. Because the thing is, some historians are saying that isn't the case, and the director, Yorgos Lanthimos, has said some of the film's accurate, but a lot of it isn't. So it's guesswork, really, but that's what's part of the fun.
But absolutely part of the fun, but it also goes along that theme. You and I were chatting about it before we started, and that is the biopic, the big story, but the big Brit story people seem to like.
Well, this is it, and I think, you know, there's a lot of that this year, because we've got Bohemian Rhapsody, which is obviously the story of Freddie Mercury, and, you know, and Stan and Ollie, even though they're American, it is actually all when they were in the UK. So it's this lovely thing, and it's also spot the locations as well. You know, for example, The Favourite, that it's all set at Hatfield House.
Yeah. I mean, the other lovely thing about Stan and Ollie is they were on their uppers at this time. I mean, it had all kind of faded with black and white movies going colour. These guys were in trouble.
This is it, and the fact that you see them going to places like little sort of tiny music halls in Newcastle and places like that to make money, and they can't get their final film made. It's actually, as well as being funny, it's a really sad film.
A man still at the top of his game, Richard E. Grant, finally gets a nomination, and in with a good chance.
I think so. I really, really think. But if you're going to put some money, put it on Olivia Colman for The Favourite and Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me? He's fantastic.
And one other you picked out, which is Bradley Cooper. You reckon big round of applause, but not this one. The even bigger one, dare I say.
Yes, I do think so. I think the Oscars, they love an actor that's turned director, which is what he's done with A Star Is Born. So if he's going to win anything, it'll be at the Academy Awards in February, whereas I think with the BAFTAs, I'll be surprised. I think it'll get Best Music, but probably that's it. Absolutely
brilliant, Jo. Great of you to come in. Thank you very much indeed. And that is it this lunchtime. Mary Nightingale will have the ITV Evening News at 6:30. But from all of us here for now, a very good afternoon to you. Bye-bye.